What's happening? What's happening?
What it do?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. This is Any and Everything podcast where we know everything about absolutely nothing. We're your host, Mark, Ralph, Mon. What's happening, fellas?
What it do? What it do? What it do? Hey, listen, I want to start off by apologizing for y'all. See me out here and my wife beat here, even though it kind of looks like a girl right now. Just got back from a weekend with the wife, and as soon as we walked in, the AC wasn't working. So this is weekend 2 in a row. Had it fixed last week. I think I got it fixed, so it's on, but it's still hot as shit in here. So y'all gonna have to endure with the beater on. All right.
You got the side boob out there. You got tits out on the side.
Right.
call it the Rambo.
Right.
I tried.
All you need is to be behind a turret. You good to go.
Listen, man. I done lost a couple pounds on this diet, so I didn't get as much boob as I did before. So I think I'm down from a D to a C. So working our way back.
For some odd reason, there was trouble on Facebook, and it's not streaming to Facebook. So I guess it's going to have to be a whole YouTube day. So I got to post it on. I got to post it on YouTube, man. I mean, post YouTube on Facebook.
That's crazy. That makes sense, though. I don't understand why it's having issues. I am seeing the message now. They're going to keep trying in the background for those that watch on YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully, Facebook will be up and live here shortly. Don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, in the between time, we're going to talk about, what we do for the week, man. How's everybody's week? You know what I'm saying? What's popping?
It was rough. I'm just going. It was rough, bro. Life is shit.
It's something else.
It's life and money. Sometimes that shit is like, God damn. So I don't know. I'm here. I'm surviving. I got health, so I got something good.
Hey, at the end of the day, that's all we can ask for. Sometimes, man.
God damn.
Life could be so much harder if you ain't got nobody in your corner. You feel me?
Yes. There you go.
So I will have to say big ups to whoever's helping my guy Mark out. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of love and a lot of appreciation, man.
Thank you. And I'm Big Amber. Now.
Hey. What about you, Money Bone?
This week has kind of been rough as well, man. I what do you call it? My kid was sick with ear infection. I ain't had that much sleep this week. And also, my brand new car is down again.
God damn.
So that's been in the shop since Monday. I still ain't got it back. So hopefully I can get my car back, tomorrow. My middle child had his 7th birthday party yesterday. So I mean that's kind of just working, and I just kind of been rocking with that most of the week. I didn't do too much gaming this week either, man. I've been on chill. I did watch all of Baki. All of Records of Ragnarok. Records of Ragnarok was good.
Yeah. That's a wild ass anime, bro.
Yeah.
That is a wild ass anime.
Yeah. But other than that, I forgot what I'm gonna pick up. I gotta get back into Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm missing out on that. Oh, I gotta catch up with Demon Slayer too.
You missing out if you ain't watch Demon Slayer. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. My main thing was catching up on Baki. I couldn't let that pass me by. Oh, Castlevania coming out with a new one.
Yeah, they've been hitting them.
I'm hyped about that because Castlevania is one of my favorites, like my top 3.
They've been hitting them.
Yeah.
So,
Netflix been going gold. They've been going gold.
Look, Netflix has been showing the fuck out,
They've been showing up with the anime.
Man, I'm watching it on
this shit, bro.
I'm watching it on all platforms, but usually, because I'm always on the run, I'll be watching it mobile. I watch it on zero.to. Got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? It comes with a lot of unnecessary BS ads, but other than that, there ain't the anime it ain't got, you know what I'm saying? For me, this man, you must be,
me.
I know he did, man.
He over there dying laughing.
For those that don't know, man, Mo must
hungry.
have clearly didn't eat. This man has been over here smashing.
Oh, man, he's big for that boy. Mo was smashed right now.
No, LV hop in, dog.
So, my guy,
he was in a little camera down there dying laughing.
He took that bite.
Well, he took it like he was like. Anybody see that shit? We all saw it, bro. We all saw it. You want to visit? What about your week, bro?
Oh today, this past week was the first week for the kids to be back in school. So,
Was it rough or easy, or you just
rough,
happy to be back? Rough.
The kids forgot about everything we taught them last year.
Of course they did. That's what they do.
They had the summer. They had the summer. You
Summer,
passed
brother.
it.
Listen, I want you to think. Well, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, no, I was the same way. In summertime, brother, the last thing you want to think about is school.
Hold on. I didn't plug my laptop up. This boy about to shut off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is think about is school. You know, in the summertime. Well,
did you think about school, LB?
Did
you think exactly?
So I get it. So I wasn't mad. It was just it was long. It was a long week, but I'm happy to see the kids. Look what they did to my Lakers hat. They just went ahead and threw stickers on there because they just want to throw stickers on my Lakers hat. So but yeah, I love the kids. I'm glad to see them back. Can't wait till summertime comes back around.
Oh Jesus, he already wanted to come back. Nigga said it ain't long
got
enough.
the best gig in the world, bro. I mean, you don't have to go to work for 6 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe not 6 months, but 3 months. We at work every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I came from that life. I came from that life of working every day, sweating, working in the plant.
Marv, you still can't hear us?
Can anybody else hear us?
Right. Somebody got to be hearing this because Mel over there talking about boobs and y'all was talking about mine.
Oh. Yeah, so I came from that life, man. So I understand what you guys are going through. And you guys are essential employees. I remember when I used to be essential, but now I'm not.
Ashley.
Okay. Hey, however you want to take it, man. Well, it sounds like everybody kind of had a pretty rough week. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my AC went out twice last weekend, and then today. Like Mark had car troubles. Just got my car fixed on Friday. One of them. So I don't know. It's life is out here lifing, man.
It is.
It's like, summer coming to an end. Let me go ahead and toss a little bit of something your way.
Y'all need some problems. Y'all need some problems today.
Well, I didn't know my tag's been expired since April. I've been driving around just having a good time. I just happened to drive my wife's car. I backed out. I was like, wait, does that say April? I said, is that April 24 or 23?
Our stickers got, the year and the month.
Yes, mine too.
Also, you knew what number it was. Well, I mean, listen, man. Detroit life, you know what I'm saying? We still hot boys out here, you know what I'm saying? Driving around hot as hell. Speaking of, speaking of last weekend. No, the weekend before last. Of course, we was all home. We was all in Detroit.
Yep.
Y'all missed the original hot boy, man. Y'all missed Josh, though.
Oh, did we?
Oh, he didn't come.
I was there when he pulled. I think when he was coming, I was leaving.
Oh my god!
I don't remember seeing him. He came back.
Yeah, you were gone by then, man.
Oh
no, actually, I think you would.
Mom didn't never leave her. Mom was like the last one to leave every time.
No,
yeah,
no, he wasn't. Not Saturday.
Out of us.
Oh yeah, Saturday I was out.
Not Saturday. Saturday, everybody didn't leave until 4. He was gone before the end. Either way, it was good seeing all them people, man. But anyway, we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna hop into the topic, man. Money Mo, you pulled up this one, man.
Yeah. I gotta pull up the share screen. Give me 1 second here, because I didn't want it to interrupt you guys.
No, you good, Brody. So we're talking about millennial trends. Yeah.
All right. So 7 millennial trends of 2023. So these are things that we're at like the cusp, right? Wow. We are millennials, but we kind of got the
we are
old for Gen Z or whatever, Gen X, whatever the case may be. We kind of got those traits, but we're millennials because we're at the beginning stage of it. And a lot of this stuff that I can't say we relate to, but we probably see it on a day-to-day basis. And one of the trends is a lot of them are educated but not wealthy, or the case may be, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm. Educated but not wealthy.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen that people went to school for 8 years. Yeah. Some going back for masters and shit, and they're barely making making rent.
Very
or
true.
holding down a household. So I can see that.
And a
Yeah,
lot of them
I
get
mean-
held back by the lack of experience. You know, you going to school for this field, and then you try to apply for it, and you spent 8 years learning it, but they won't hire you because you ain't spent 8 years in the field doing it. So
Yep.
that can kill a motherfucker. That can kill them.
I mean, just look at the thing I highlighted. More than 1/3 of millennials overall, and 2 out of 5 millennial women have college degrees. So that's a pretty huge number.
It is, man.
Focus on a healthy lifestyle. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I will say millennials, the newer millennials, most definitely do.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. I haven't seen
What drives that motivation though for them though?
Because
woke. I hate to say it, we are in a woke state, bro. Like there are a lot of things. People are doing certain things because it's based off of a trend of other people doing it, and that's something I'm starting to find out. Like like I said, I remember vegan, and for some odd reason, vegan it just ballooned like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And
you see Mars comment?
It just happened, bro. Like I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I think it's just that's the now. Like you know what I mean? If you get the right person that's a vegan, you're gonna get 8 people behind them that's gonna be a vegan as well. So I think the healthy lifestyle is all based off the social media as well. You got a lot of people promoting more healthy eating, and people will follow that. You know, that's just what it is.
I'll do you one better, man. So people, when it comes to healthy lifestyle, people also, when it comes to work, our parents went to work because they felt they had to work. Mm-hmm. We went to work like we go to work to survive, take care of our family. Right? These new kids, they go to work just to get a paycheck, just to not have to go back to work. They want the time. They'd rather have time off than raises. Yeah. More time off to them is the equivalent of making more money. They want more time to themselves to do the things they want to do, but they also want to get paid for doing less.
I also think I agree in a way, but I also think it depends on what you do.
What's going on,
that'd be the difference between a job and a career. If you're in a career, something you love to do, you take more. It'll be more of a difference. But if you get a job, like we were just talking about before the show, or a couple minutes ago, working in a warehouse day by day, sweating, killing yourselves. Yeah, I took all the time off I could. I don't give a damn. I was taking off. I used every point I could until they built back up and then used them again.
Oh man, this is a fly comment though. Accountability is out of the window nowadays. You're right. Absolutely. We had a whole episode about that, about how people are just not accountable for their actions.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that's the difference, when it comes to a healthier lifestyle.
Hey, right? Alicia, Mel.
As far as them saying that, they focus more on healthy lifestyle than anything else. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's be real. With the way we grew up, we need to go to work. We don't take off. You know what I'm saying? Unless we got something important to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that's technically not really healthy. Sometimes I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna lie, I go to work even if I'm sick.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I got to be damn near dying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
dying.
I still go to work, man.
In my head, I got to be there to make the money. You know what I'm saying? I got to be there to make the money to take care of my family.
I have the worst attendance in every job I work in.
This nigga
I have the worst attendance. Every job
is a millennial.
Here's your millennial right here.
God, time is everything to me, bro. When I am there on time, I am the first one there, last one leaving, bro. I don't know what it is.
I'm never late. If I go, I'm gonna be on time. I just
you like go there.
But you know what though? We laugh at him though, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? It ain't nothing wrong with taking time out, and ain't nothing wrong with taking time off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We shouldn't be killing ourselves at work for a job that we're very replaceable for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're giving them everything, and all that, at a drop of a dime, we're like, you know what? It's not working out.
Yeah.
On to the next. And the next person will probably work way worse than you did, but we did this shit to ourselves.
Unfortunately, I have a job where if you look like you about to cough, they're gonna send you home. They tell us don't even come in if you got a scratch in your ass. Don't even come in.
Of all places, that motherfucker said your ass.
I'm just saying, bro. But all my previous jobs, They didn't care if my leg was hanging off halfway off my body. You better be there.
Yeah.
I used to hate that.
And like literally, I mean, it was been a couple of times where they were like, "Yo, go home." Perfect, bro. When I had surgery, they were like, "Yo, you came
When
back
you coming back
too early." No, I came back too early because that was me. I'm like, I need to get back to work.
What?
Yeah, bro.
I asked
was
more time.
I
When I had
was
surgery. I
trying
said,
to
"Can I?"
make bread.
You milked
Money
that.
was my
I
motivation.
did. I went to ask. I got 4 more weeks. And I'm like, all right.
Nah,
Well, they say,
no, money was my motivation, bro. I was at work as much as I possibly could.
Now here's where it comes. I still get paid for the time I'm off, so I'm not losing money.
See, and that's the difference.
Yeah,
I didn't have
I'm
that
a fool, but not a doggone fool, because I didn't want. I'm not going to jeopardize. Now that's why I'm be scared. I took off a lot, but I made sure it was paid, or that's it. I made sure I was paid. I wouldn't do it for free.
No, and you should be. You know what I'm saying? You should make sure you're getting paid. But for me, I wasn't getting paid. Once my vacation, when I took off for my surgery, it was like, oh, okay, cool. We'll pay you until your vacation runs out.
Yeah.
And my thing was like, oh, cool. Well, low key, I want that vacation to do
I want my
shit.
vacation. I
when
want y'all to pay me while I'm healing. Like,
right, like, you know what I'm saying?
This ain't vacation.
This is not vacation. I'm on the couch with cold peas. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what's crazy is now is that jobs are replacing sick time with PTO. It's like you get 2 weeks. Here's 3 extra days to help you out. You know, and I'm like, well, what if I get sick for a week? Well, don't get sick for a week. Use up all your PTO.
They just did that for my job. They took away all sick pay. Now, what I will say, they went ahead and gave us like 2 weeks of PTO, 2 extra weeks on top of our vacation.
Good.
So they give you a nice amount of time. Like if you get sick for a week, you still good for a whole nother week. Now you sick for 2 weeks
for June.
You're probably dying anyway, so you should probably not come back. But what I'm saying is, Doug, is they give you enough time to compensate on what they took from you. I'll give you that. But yeah, nobody's doing sick pay anymore, man. But then again, you've got 2 different groups. You got the groups that is gonna come to work no matter what, and only gonna take their vacation time off, and that's it. Other than that, they're not gonna play hooky. They're not gonna just dip. I'm at work every day on time because I got to make my check. And then you got the other ones like, yo, I need more vacation time. Like, but I got 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It was like,
I was gonna set every day. I was there every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my thigh muscle started hurting a little bit, and they needed me to be on the pop shot. And I was like, you know what? I can't go home today. I got 3 women. We got to shoot this scene. And then I went through it, man. I plowed through that motherfucker. It was amazing, man.
I plowed through it.
There you go. Hey, Mark, I commend you. There's no other way to do it.
Can't call off, man. You gotta do what's necessary.
Hey, as long as that leg worked, dog, you good.
Nothing wrong with this man, bro.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, paralyzing student loan debt. That is a trend.
Yo,
that is a trend.
Hey, listen, man. The new kids don't understand how good they got it, man. I know a couple of people that got their loans forgiven, and I know a couple of people that won't get their loans forgiven. I'm trying to figure out how you picking.
I don't know.
Who you picking to free up some space?
I don't even want to say that shouldn't even be on this list. That's a life.
It's a trend.
That's a life trend, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know anybody. I don't give a damn if they 80 or 12. They got student loans, and I'd be like, "How you get them? You ain't even go to college yet." but they getting them, bro. Like that student loan is, bro, for real, bro.
Bro, and then you got people that probably won't ever be able to pay back the loan.
Nah, hell no.
They don't expect you to. They want you to pay that for life,
bro.
Well. What you got?
They took mine all in one chunk. I had $4,000 left for my loan. I thought I was getting a massive income tax check. I had to claim some kids that wasn't mine. I said, we about to fall out. I got my check. It was $12 on there. I was going to fight everybody in the IRS.
I don't know nobody that don't got this problem. I don't know nobody.
Unless you walk into the IRS building like John Wick.
Yours is paid off?
Yo.
Well, it's a win.
Only went for a year.
I went
to Alabama State at the time. It wasn't like it was expensive.
Man,
wow.
Shit. My shit there.
I'm about 50 in, so I
done faked my death twice. They keep finding me. they find me every time.
What up, though? Brittany? That's what I'm talking about. What up, classmates?
Hey,
Yeah,
Brittany,
showing
hey,
up, showing out.
turn that DB.
Yeah, they showing up. Hey, I tell y'all what, man, I had a ball. I did go pick up my shirt. I forgot to tell you that on my week, picking up my shirt
Oh, shit.
Friday, and I saw a couple folks at Good Times Bar.
I
So
wish I was home. I'm not even gonna lie.
I still got my shirt.
This month, bruh, you didn't get a fucking shirt.
Go
Hey,
Saints.
for those that are watching, right?
Go Saints.
That went to Mumford, understand this man didn't go to school with us. Y'all was
He's
taking
all over
pictures
our
with
page.
him.
He was all over our page. He finessed his way in there like a snake.
Y'all was taking pictures. I don't know who y'all thought he was.
He throwing up 03 like.
I am an 03. This one.
He's in pictures with a bunch of people like 03. Like, but you did not go to school.
And a couple people came.
Mumford, dog.
What up, doing, Killer Cam? A couple people came up to us and was like, he was like, man, I don't remember him because he didn't go there. That's why.
Yo, LV was walking around with a bag, turned around. All the bags had names on it. He was walking around with the bag, facing his shirt. And people was like, hey. He was like, what up? This shit was fucking
But I told
comical.
y'all I was gonna do. I said, watch. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna on my way around. I know the place.
He was
Like
like,
one guy. Shout out to Will. I don't know. I forgot who
hey, Will Dickey,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
called
Will's
me
a
out
fool.
immediately.
Hey, Will
What'd he
was
tell
on
you?
to his
He
game.
said, you didn't go here.
Will was so loud with it too. And Bizzle was like, you right, I didn't. He was like, yeah, how you taking all these pictures?
He said the same thing at the picnic.
Didn't stop shit.
You still
There's
don't go
only-
here.
no, a couple people came to me and was like, I don't remember his name, but I remember him. You don't remember him. I had a headache because
But
everyone's
most of them,
asking me about it.
I did go to middle school and elementary with most.
Yeah,
of
you went to middle school with a lot
them.
of them. Yeah.
I know them. We just didn't go to Mumford together.
He was out there claiming 03. Like he graduated with our class and everything, bro.
I did graduate 03.
God damn, you know what the fuck I meant.
Oh, God.
Either way, it
man.
was a good time, man. And if I could do it all over again, I promise you I would do everything I could to make sure I could do it all over again. That was
And
one
I
of
feel
the best weekends ever,
bad, man, because I really wanted to do a podcast while we had it, but we had no internet.
No internet and none of the spots, even in my pop's crib, man. The internet was kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure a way to make it happen one day live in the D. We'll have
Yeah.
to set something up.
All right. But as you can see, Experian recently analyzed this database and found that the average millennial is more than 87,000 in debt. That's ridiculous, man. That ain't nothing. There's one dude, man, that they interviewed. This was probably a couple years ago. My man was $1 million in, and they told him, "You're not coming back to school, bro." Like they know he ain't gonna ever pay that back.
Nah. And he's at this point, they should pay him to be a professional learner.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
He's been going to school forever.
Something.
He attended Northwestern.
Yeah. Mighty Coats. Go Coats.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
They're actually their reunion is right now. Like it's happening.
Wait. He's talking about Go Colts, but 2 weeks ago, nigga.
It's
2 weeks ago.
They were like, go Saints!
They both are in a horse family. So
I mean,
I'll take that. I'll take that.
I mean, he you know, that's why he was able to slide back. We all horses out here. Nay. Oh,
All
man.
right. So the next one, reluctant to buy a home.
That's a huge topic right here, bro.
But is it
I'll tell you
reluctant
what.
to buy a home, or is it the chick costs so damn much
I was about
that
to
it's
say
almost
that window.
impossible for people to buy homes these days, bro?
I could be talking out my neck. I feel like the window of opportunity to get a home has pretty much passed.
It's gone.
It's
over
gone.
with.
Like
Yeah.
I've never seen. I mean, unless you start getting paid more, then granted. But if we're still at the pay rate we at now, where everything's constantly going up, yeah, that house train gone. Like you should have got.
If you don't have an income with six figures in your household, it's a wrap. I'm gonna just be honest. Unless you're just renting to buy or rent or get an apartment, and even right now, the apartment situation is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
And across the country right now, they're doing protests, and I forgot what group it is, but they are fighting to develop some sort of rental reform, because what happens is they're raising the rent rate 10, 20, 30% every single year.
Yeah.
and they're getting a lot of people out of their homes. So, and not only that, you have huge corporations that are buying all the houses up and using them as businesses. So there typically are not going to be a lot of homes left for folks that are growing up, people that's getting out of school or graduating college. There's not going to be homes out there for them to buy. And even if they did, because of the inflation or so-called inflation that we're in, the home rates are not coming back down to 3 and 4% like I'm paying right now.
Yeah.
They're 6, 8, 9 and up. So I don't know how the economy expects us to, with everything else going up, but the pay is not going up on a normal basis to align with what the economy is now. And every single company that you look around has record-breaking profits, just about everybody. But that's because they're taking advantage of the whole inflation situation.
Yeah.
But see,
I got a few
how they're
friends.
fighting the inflation though is by raising the interest rate. You know what I'm saying? If you got to pay twice as much on something small, you won't buy it.
Yeah.
But what's going
then
to
it becomes
happen
more of a
is that
demand.
when you raise the interest rates, and if the economy settles, and if it settles on that high interest rate, they're not coming back down because they're going to think people can afford it. So as far as they're raising interest rates, I think it's going to stay where it's at, unless you just got an 800 credit score.
Bro, back in the early 90s, the interest rate was like 14%.
Well, from the recession, or you said 90?
Yeah. That was before our time recession, before, what was it, 2008? Somewhere in there?
Yeah,
either way,
it was our recession, yeah.
Yeah, it used to be really high, and it did go back down. I think that they're trying to fix the economy.
I see you, Ashley.
But the problem is, you got people out here that's actually making some bread. You got a nice amount of people that's making some bread, and we're like, Gary, I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm gonna keep buying. That's why shit not slowing down. That's why they keep raising the interest rate. I mean, perfect example, dude. If I bought this house a month ago, my mortgage will be double.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess that's the idea. Like, you don't want to pay that mortgage, but the problem is you get regular people that can't pay it, but corporations can. So they come in and buy it, and they're going to sell it to somebody that got the bread.
Yeah.
So now it's a fight of only the people that got a lot of money to get a house that's not supposed to cost that much.
And I ain't gonna lie, nowadays,
just houses.
I haven't seen like I start seeing 1-bedroom apartments, one bedroom apartments for like $1,200, and I'm like,
with 400 square feet.
With 400 square feet, and you walking in that motherfucker, the kitchen, living room, dining room, and the goddamn bedroom is like right at the front door.
No, some of them,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, some of them don't even have the bathroom in it. You got to use the community bathroom down the hallway.
No way. God green earth. Why ever?
One bedroom is $1,200. I know people are doing that today.
No,
I'm not knocking nobody because the house I'm in, I mean, I think that window was before COVID. I hate to say that. Like right before that happened, that was the window of opportunity to seize a lot.
I agree with that.
I mean, I got this. Like I was paying like $12 for a 3-bedroom home. So to hear a 1-bedroom apartment is like 12, it's like mind blowing to me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's insane.
What's funny is I had an apartment on 8 Mile and Telegraph, and it was a 1-bedroom, like 800 square feet, and it was only $600 a month at the time, and that was back in 2011, 2012. I mean, but I can only imagine what that same rate is now.
At the time.
I mean, Rambo got his sad tit out, so we'll wait for him to be done pouring his drink.
Aggressively pouring his drink. Killer Kev, you from Nashville? Are you in Nashville? I'm in there too. So my wife does it. She's a property manager, and some of the apartments she be renting out, man, $1,800, $1,900 for a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm like, golly. I mean, I'm glad we bought our house when we did because it almost doubled the price, but selling it, where you gonna go? You can't afford the house you want to buy,
and that's the problem. Now, bro, listen. The only reason I was able to get this house is because my old house sold for 3 times the amount that I bought it for. And then when we found this house, the lady was just in a rush because she was moving. She was like, "I'm just trying to get rid of the crib," so we got lucky.
Right, that's
so she sold it to me for the price of almost what it would have cost her when she bought it.
Right.
Which is a normal price. Crazy part is, we were so hyped. We celebrated. We went to Disney. The lady calls us while we in Disney, and she wants to back out of the contract because she realized that she can get more money for the house.
Oh,
But she had already signed it, so
Yeah,
I
too
told her
late.
to fuck off.
too late.
And she was pissed, but that's your
Too
fault. You
late.
should did your
Yeah, you
homework.
made the deal.
Right. You should did your homework. But we got lucky. You know what I'm saying? The house up the street is $200,000 more than what we paid for ours. Like this shit don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Mine's is double now, right now. So I'm happy about it. But you know, if I were to decide to sell, then what I'm gonna do? Because it still ain't gonna be
Yeah, you
enough.
can't buy
Probably
another
a bigger house.
I'm stuck. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I can't go nowhere.
No,
Yeah,
we
that's
gotta
what I
get
know.
we gotta get a new house. Us, we need more space.
Hey,
I'm looking at the rates, and the houses that were 5 and 6 are something like 1.2 million now. So it's kind of like,
Right.
you know, this is crazy.
Bruh. I mean, it is insane, bruh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Happy as fuck though.
Yeah.
'Cause if you'd have told me,
I'm
if
grateful,
you'd told me
and happy.
back in the day that I was gonna be able to afford a house like this for the price I bought it for,
Man, what?
I'm like, nah, ain't no way. You got me
Yeah.
fucked up. I don't think I'll ever be in that position to pay that amount of money for a house.
And it's funny. It sounds good to sell. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking about selling,
Mhm.
but I'm like, I can't. What am I gonna do?
You
Because
sell
the
that
same
house,
way
dog, you gonna
my
be
house
stuck.
went up, the house I want went up as well. So it's
Yep.
like
Yeah,
this. I could probably get 300 for this motherfucker.
you're
300,000.
gonna sell that house and then be pissed that the
And
cardboard
be
box
pissed.
costs more
Be
when you live in it.
The same house is 300,000 and 600,000. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. It's insane.
way.
Man.
Now, me
No way.
personally, if I was by myself, I'd sell the house, pocket that money, and I live in a trailer. You know,
Hey, look, low key,
Trailers
park
are
in one of y'all
key.
yards.
low
Park in one of y'all
key.
yards.
and you get to go anywhere. You gotta pay no property tax.
Where
Honestly,
you
though,
sitting
that
at
is
night?
the best way to go.
Where I want to.
That's the best way to go, low key. Is the best way to go is to buy land and build a house.
And build a house. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But the problem
Yeah,
is
but
we're running out of
wood
fucking land.
and drywall skyrocketed because wood that used to be like 50 cents or $1 is like almost $10 per now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, construction's starting to cost more.
But
If you
even
wanna
still,
build
it's
on your
gonna be
house, it
cheaper
costs
than
way
paying
more
for
than
an
it used to.
already pre-built house.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be way cheaper, bruh. But once again, to find land, you're gonna have to go far out away from where you want to be, and it just won't add up.
Before before you go to the next one, shout out to Kev, man. Hey, shopping in Nashville is stupid. I hate the traffic. I hate
Remember what you say, stay in Nashville.
I hate Opry Mills Mall because you can't get a park. It takes you 4 hours to get a park. And once
That's
you get in there, there's not enough stores for us in there. There's no stores for us.
That is not a
So
people with melanin store.
I just had to say so that he lives in Murfreesboro, which is I would love to go out there in Murfreesboro. I should have went there when I first got there, but I'm in Nashville and I hate the traffic.
I don't understand though.
I hate
Y'all
the
don't pay taxes on shit, right?
We don't pay taxes.
I thought y'all ain't pay taxes on some on you have like a tax-free week or some shit.
We don't pay taxes. I think it's on groceries. I think.
Oh, y'all lucky.
No.
Right?
It's no. Our taxes are higher. We 10 cents to $1 on taxes.
Oh, we're 6 here in Michigan.
Yeah,
But milk for some odd reason almost $4.
You ain't see the golden cow in the back. Fuck.
God damn.
If that was an option for me to get it out the cow out of Kroger, though, I'd be happy.
yeah. Opry Mills, it's not for us.
I didn't have that experience when I went there a few years ago, but of course I don't know the environment and that type of stuff.
Did you go shop?
No, I went there to experience
Wow.
like the river in there and
You went to
you go to the mall.
You went to Opry Land.
yeah, Upper Land.
That's different.
That's not the same thing? Oh, okay.
No.
It's the same. It's all in the same area, but
And that's what I'm saying. It's in the same thing.
Like
I
Great
thought
Lakes
it was-
Crossing.
What, Upper Land?
the mall.
The mall.
I'm so confused.
We can move on.
Somerset Mall, bro.
Who
It's
lives
like
here.
Somerset.
I'm talking to somebody who lives here, not you. I'm talking to
Fuck you.
I've been there a couple times to visit, so I know exactly what they talking about.
Yeah,
because it's
you talking
like
about
you
a
said,
water
it's not for
slide.
us.
I clearly said mall. He said, water slide.
I thought it was a mall. It had stores in there. I saw all the plants where they said they got the 100,000 plant
He
species.
said
in
it has
there.
doors in there. Oh, of
I
course
said
it has
plants.
Plants. Is that the mall?
Let's get back to topic.
It was
Y'all
a
this is stop. Let's get back to topic. Goddamn it! Hey, googly muggly.
Wait, this is a
There, I hope you choke on the glizzy. Okay.
Oh man.
Facts, Kev. Facts.
Okay, thank you. All right, hold on.
Exactly
Here
what
we
it
go.
is,
Thanks.
Yeah.
Niggas. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's big fact.
Foot Locker's trash. We can move on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on that.
Foot Locker's got Sperry's in it.
We ain't got
They got
water.
a size
We
to it.
got water slides, trees, and doors all in one segment.
That man said, "Oh, that ain't the mall? No, motherfucker, that's not the mall.
All I know is there was the part I went to where you can get on the boat and go around the mall and stuff.
That is not the mall."
What you mean, boat? Hey, number 5. Let's go to number 5.
Please.
All right, putting off marriage for good. So I think that's an episode we need to talk about, bro, because I mean we can touch on it now, but I got a lot to say about this one here.
We're putting off marriage?
Yeah. The now is different. It's way
Bro, listen, you know why people putting off marriage? Because the dating pool is filled with doo-doo. That's why. The dating pool is straight diarrhea.
Yeah, but how many people in the past couple of weeks have you heard they just got a divorce or they separated or they moved back here because of them in their marriage and how it went? And
yeah, but that's not the same. That means something didn't work out.
It's not taken serious like it used
that means
to
something
be.
didn't work out. That's not wanting to be married and not thinking about marriage. A lot of my coworkers, a lot of them was like, "No, I ain't getting married. Don't ever want to be married." I'm like, why the fuck not? They worried about what could happen. Oh, I'm worried that they're gonna take half my shit.
That's the biggest one.
It's a
I'm worried
different
that I'm
world,
gonna put all
bro.
this time into it and it's not gonna be worth it.
Unless you own Apple or something, they might worry about taking half your Xbox.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I got some decent shit.
I might take half of my video games.
I got some decent. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, the worry is. I mean, there is a worry, right? But you only worry if shit's not going right,
Bro.
It's not a reason to really worry. You don't go into a marriage worried. You go into a marriage.
And I mean, that's one thing I wanted to chime in on. Like, I feel like nowadays the way it's looked at, you go into relationships worried. So why would you be married? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't. The weight
like this.
That's what I'm saying. The weight
man
of marriages from then to now is a complete different thing, bro. It's a complete different fucking thing, bro.
You see that? You see that right there? Social media has ruined
Well, that's one of the ones I was going to touch on. So I did watch a small segment on something like that, right? So this nigga done.
Sorry, it's fucking that is fucking with me right now, okay?
So what they're saying is, women don't hate me for this because I did just watch. It was kind of a one-sided thing. I didn't watch them saying anything about males or I didn't find anything of that nature. But some of the things that I watch where women are exposed to a lot more things they were when we didn't have social media. So what happens is that all you see on social media is the better of people. Nobody really, I mean, you got some, right? But nobody really shows their real lifestyle, shows what they do every day and with their families. A lot of us do. But they also said that women also have access, better percentage access to celebrities. Or if somebody's 18, 19 years old, they have access to higher profile men that has millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars that's ready to spend, or sugar daddies, where they get this perception of this is their level. So, and they don't want 9 to 5 guys anymore. There's a lot of videos I watched some of the gold digger videos, and the dude was like, they'll meet some of the girls and he'll say, she go, "What do you do?" I was like, "Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I do this, I do that." And she goes, "And you got a 9 to 5? Well, yeah. I don't want nobody with a 9 to 5. He's in a Lamborghini." And she like, "I don't want nobody with a 9 to 5. And I'm like, what type of crap is? I'm lost here.
I just think it's like
telling them. The dude is telling him like, "Yeah, but I'm doing well for myself. I make millions of dollars." She's like, "Yeah, but a 9 to 5 is not going to work for me." And then they're like, "Well, what are you bringing to the table?" "Well, I'm the table." "Well, why should I spend my hard-earned money for somebody that can't bring me any value?" And then he get all mad and fuck you, and it be all that other stuff, right? So, but that's one of the main things. It says social media has given women access to a lifestyle that they think they can, and they set a certain standard that a lot of guys can't meet. And we did touch on I forgot which episode it was where
touched
the
on
average salary of males, and a lot of women don't want that.
Yeah, we touched on that. And I just think it got to do with a lot of the compensation too. A lot of people don't want to meet halfway anymore.
No,
You know,
yeah.
like I said,
and they keep saying it's a man's job to take care of them. And I'm like,
and
yeah,
I'm-
but
and
what
I-
do you
and
want
I'm
to do
trying-
for yourself?
and let me
Happens
make it
to
clear.
Mm.
Let me make it clear. I'm not trying to, because I feel where Mom come from, but I'm not trying to make it about women and
I'm
men.
about to say,
I'm
is it
really just
He-Man
trying to
woman
say
hating club? I'm
that-
not-
but I told you that's the only side I watch. That's the only
yeah,
information
no, I got
got.
you. But what I'm basically saying is, as far as how I feel like we're in a place now where no one has the heart to actually go through hard times. Like they just don't. Soon as they see something bad happening, Ralph, Jesus Christ, you are fucking me up.
Sorry, this fucking net is like.
They say if you blink 3 times, they'll die.
What the fuck?
I know better than that. I'm sorry. This is,
Man, to do the shit. I was gonna see if he's gonna blink.
I swear to God, LV, if he blinked 3 times and that nigga died, I'm exiting out.
He get kicked off the podcast.
I'm going to sleep, bro. I'm going to sleep.
Like, go ahead, Mark. Go what you saying, man.
But that's what I feel like. I feel like once somebody sense that it's the hard times is coming, they back out of it, whether they man or woman. It's just like it's just not there anymore. You got relationships. Matter of fact, Michelle Obama said it best. She said she was with Obama and they think they had like 5 years of just like not happy. But then they passed that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like some people hear that and be like, hell no, shit. But that's what love is. Love is having those down moments and those up moments. But nowadays that don't exist. If it's a down moment, it's an out moment.
And a lot of them are scared for the whole alimony and child support stuff too.
Yeah,
That was another role that I heard that plays a part of it, and that's on the male side that I do know. A lot of men don't want to marry just because of that.
Y'all didn't sign a prenup?
I didn't.
Brett, why would I? I had nothing. I just signed a prenup. Hey, listen, this bag of clothes over here, you can't have that.
That Kroger bag in the corner with them clothes, the socks. That's my shit.
I was just about to say that. I sang one for my video games.
I did.
Tell your ass something. You try to take half of my Final Fantasy and break half of your neck.
Wait, say that again, Lulu? You said you did?
Yeah.
You got one?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
For
hey,
what?
teach his own. You know, hey, that's good for you. Man.
For what? One of your shoes back there?
Oh, he got something for something. He got it. She made him sign that.
Oh, I know. It was me. I went to the lawyer. I got it.
Well, good. You know,
What?
hey, whatever works, man. Whatever.
So she
works.
get to take half of your, or can't take no more half of your Batman
Can't
shirt you
take
got on.
nothing.
Can't take nothing. All right.
She makes
Ever.
more than me. She buys more than me, but mine is mine.
Really?
That's fact. But I hate to say it, that's facts.
This nigga Ralph about to go past that door right there and talk to Robin.
There's
No,
nothing
the fuck-
wrong
no,
with
I
what
didn't
he
say
just
that.
said.
No,
Nothing wrong with it.
Robin, if you're watching that, it's not what I'm saying. I'm just shocked at the situation, okay? Mom, shut the fuck up. You're trying to get me in trouble for no goddamn reason, okay?
Oh man. Well. So you get to keep all your games. Shoes.
Hey, look, listen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so intrigued on how this works.
That's the
I
first
mean,
thing.
smart.
I put
smart.
electronics.
I don't listen.
And that was it. You left it.
I never thought about it because,
like
and I don't
that.
know how it works.
I like what
Like-
Chinese said.
Is it just when you
Exactly.
have your like when you sign it? Is it the shit
can
you
talk
have
about
right
later.
then and there, but not later? Oh yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. I gotta understand how this shit works. That's weird.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So go ahead and touch on that, Mark.
I mean, because that's how it is nowadays. A lot of people go into this mode where they get the idea that it's hard times, and a lot of people do perceive maybe it's time to pick other options, or maybe it's time to find something else, or maybe it's time to see what else is out there, you know, in some ways like that. And I'm not trying to butcher what she's saying, but that's what I'm taking out of it, is that a lot of times that nature kick in, you know, depending on who your partner is, a lot of times that nature will kick in where they don't fight or flight. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just, it's time to go. Like, that's it. Like, you know, this motherfucker, he ain't been shit for 2 weeks. So we kind of break it off. You know? So
I don't know what it is. but
God
it
damn,
seems
2
like-
weeks.
that's how it is, bro. Like, I'm being honest. Nowadays, that's what it is.
I don't know what it is, but it seems like when you do go through hard times, there's always somebody just out of nowhere. Here goes some titties, and then you supposed to. I don't know what you're supposed to do about it, but say no.
But
No.
I agree. Yeah, it's different now.
Okay.
I forgot B was out there too. She was out there in Nash Vegas.
Is it Nash
Yeah.
Vegas?
Well, that's what I call Nashville.
Oh, okay. All right, they are becoming parents. Me either, because I hadn't got fixed. I'm already a
Listen,
parent.
Listen, What I'm about to say may sound a little weird, bro, because I absolutely love my fucking children. I really do.
Well, that's good.
But would I go back and do it again? I
Nope.
think I would choose a different way of getting that shit done. Okay. Be that, with
What-
saying that
what,
it's
pull
more
out?
of who, no, that doesn't work, Moan. As much as you may practice, okay, understand it just doesn't work. Okay. Either way, no, I think who I choose. You know what I mean?
That's absolutely that's true. I was just telling Amber not too long ago. I said, you know something? I said, I wish I would have had kids younger, but I'm glad I haven't had the kids with the women I was with. And I'm not trying to down mouth nobody, but that is how I honestly feel. Like I wish I would have had them a while back. But I mean, depending on who I was with at the time, no, I am so happy. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, I
But to
mean,
get on this though. Yeah,
it-
I mean, nowadays I think it go hand in hand in what we was talking about. It's like the difference nowadays is a lot of people are aware. I think it's more people being aware of what it takes to be a parent, and a lot of people are not willing to give that up.
no, and I guess that's the other thing. And when I say, I would do things differently, it's 100% selfish thinking,
Yeah,
right? And that's just me being honest. If I didn't have kids, I could probably do a lot more, right? I can go on trips. Which I can go on trips with my kids, but it's not the same when it's just you and your spouse.
Exactly.
Now, with that being said, I take my kids with me almost everywhere, and I love it, and I still have a great fucking time. I like introducing my kids to new things. I like taking them to new places.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that part, fuck it, is great being a fucking parent. It is.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
just extra fucking stress, though. I'm not gonna lie. Shit is
I
fucking.
think a lot of our cases, like having kids, probably saved our lives because we was something else back in the day.
And that's the other thing, dude. I mean, I was a massive piece of shit before I had kids. I was fucking terrible. All right.
I tell you, I probably wouldn't be at the status I'm at if I didn't have kids. If it wasn't for me getting married and having kids, it'd probably just be whoring central and no money.
That's dog. As my pops used to call us the MH. It's a man whore.
I was destined to have a kid. It was just destined. It was.
Why you say that?
It was
I
destined
didn't
for me to have a kid
think you
too.
ever wanted one when we was growing up.
It was destined for me to have a kid
Yeah.
too, dog. I used to leave it
I
in there.
want kids.
Oh, wow, you ain't never talk about it.
Well, I'm
Like,
that's not nothing we talked about.
That's not something, right? I'm gonna say, let's be
Hey,
real.
I told you,
Right,
We
not
always
with you,
hang out.
Mom.
We
Mom-
never sit
Mom-
around. Was like, hey, y'all
I
wanna
ain't
have kids
talking
one day?
all that serious shit for Mo. That nigga never know. He don't know nothing. I can't have any.
He would never know,
He'll
bro.
never know. I
He
could be
would-
about to die tomorrow. I'll be like, all right, fellas.
yeah, the
you
less
Mo.
information I have on y'all,
That nigga would never know.
the
I'm
less
the type of
information I
person,
have.
if you tell him like, yeah, eventually I want to have kids, and you're like, you ain't never gonna have kids.
Never gonna have kids.
What's the first thing I call you? You act like a bitch. Tell
never
you want
know.
a kid.
You never know.
But even
That's
still,
why.
with all
That's
that
why
being
y'all don't
said,
tell
we
me
never-
nothing.
We never talked about that shit anyway, though. And you got to think about we were in our prime with our first crib, so we weren't talking about. One day I would love to have kids and have the white.
I
picket
did. I
fence.
wanted
How many
kids when
kids
I
you
was in
like to have?
Detroit. When I was in Detroit, I wanted
Right.
kids. And then I moved out here in Atlanta and was just like, what? Fuck. But I didn't want kids though. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I love my kids, but I'm done, man. I think I'm done.
Wow,
I know I'm
I know I'm done.
I will hope so.
I know I'm done.
I hope so.
You've got one more than me. I was done after the second immediately.
Unfortunately.
Immediately. I had to wait until that one came out. And like, oh, good, she's healthy. Cool. Hey, Doc, what you doing later?
Cut these motherfuckers.
Can you hook me up before I leave?
But I don't know if I'm done yet though.
Hey, Doc,
What?
you know,
Well, you better get to going because we getting old now.
I'll be 80 years old going to graduation.
Hey, listen, no. I want you to think about this, all right? Let's just say 2 years from now you have a child, right?
Mhm.
When that child is 10, you're 50.
Gonna be so fucking old.
I don't like that you just put that in perspective. I don't have not one kid. And I'm like, God damn, he just really narrowed down my life choices.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'm putting this into perspective because at 10, right now, Jasmine's at the pool. You're not running around at a pool at 50.
Of course not. That's when you're still a kid. Hey, you run, you fall. That's on you. I'm not chasing.
I instilled that shit when it came out. Okay, when it came out, you bust your ass. That's on you. Okay, you grown ass baby. All right, you got to learn.
That's why I don't do the look when they fall. Now, nope. Because you know about to start crying. You look at me.
Fuck that, I'm not gonna do that.
Get up. I'm not doing
That's very true. I am most definitely. Hey, get your ass up. Are you bleeding?
Where we at now? We at 54. Are we done with the list or we still got more?
We got one more.
You got one more. Let's hit the next one, man.
All right.
50 with kids.
Why would you
Driven
say
by
that?
Wanderlust.
That really hurts. That really
Driven
hurts,
by
bro.
Wanderlust. What type of fucking movie is this?
One survey found that nearly 50% of millennials would rather spend money to travel than to buy a home.
That
I can see you going down the rabbit hole with that one.
That's fact. Listen. That's because they're not thinking long term, right? This survey was probably put out before the regular rent for an apartment was $4,500. Okay,
right.
If you got an apartment you spend $800 on, and you make a decent amount of money, then yeah, you can spend that shit going all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
But now you can't even have an apartment by yourself and be able to afford to go anywhere. So I think that was a little bit behind the times, bro. I'm not gonna agree with. I agree with it, but I think if the rent and shit was a little different, then yeah, it makes sense.
I can see.
I feel bad for anybody that's doing it by themselves right now.
I was about to say that.
That shit is
there are some that's doing it. There are some that's doing it. Some is part of their job to travel like that.
Barely, bro. Like I know a motherfucker now that got 3 jobs, and I said, how? Like I had to ask, how do you got 3? How do you make that work in your schedule to have 3 jobs? Like, are you on the phone while you at another job? Like how? And it's just crazy to hear that shit. Because I know at one point in time I had 2 jobs. I have had 2 jobs. One was in the morning, one was at night, Monday to Friday. That's what I did. But to have 3 jobs, when do you live?
You gotta realize that's 3 part-time jobs. It can't be 3 full-time jobs.
There you go. Yeah, there's 3 part-time jobs. Matter of fact, mine was actually 2 full-times. I went in at like fucking 9, got off at 3, went in at 3:30, and got off at 11.
Yeah,
that was my 2 jobs, bro. When I was in Hinesville, I hated that shit, bro. I went home and I would literally put the gun in my mouth and be like, "Please God," and then I go to sleep.
It's nigga time. Something's wrong with this nigga time.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
So imagine 3 jobs, dog.
We're glad you're still here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
I'm glad you made it.
But all jokes aside, though, for the people that's doing it by themselves, bro, I don't know how. And with kids, like
kids, I can see people.
Well, the income tax check, that probably help them out at the beginning.
If you want my opinion, it depends on
you for the year.
I'm not saying it would, but it helps.
No, it could have if taxes didn't come out.
I'm just trying to give them a leg up.
Took my loan.
I don't know how they do it.
I think it depends on where you stay. Like somewhere like Vegas or Florida or New York is a place that I don't think you can sustain by yourself.
Jesus.
There's some places you shouldn't go by yourself. I have my cousin stay in New York, but he has a pretty good job though. But some places you just like, you know what? Look where you're at. That's where you're paying what you're paying.
I think it's best to get a job in one of those high places like that you can barely afford. And once you get to a certain amount, go to like ATL or North Carolina or something where the economy is a little bit cheaper, houses are cheaper, and just hopefully you can keep the same salary and it's remote to be able to afford the living out there.
Yeah.
So I mean that's one smart way of doing it, but you can't just up and do that when you got a family because your family integrates with the surroundings around and you just can't get up and leave because you're ready. I even thought about going out of town, and living somewhere. And at the time, Alex was at her job, and she was like, "I don't want to leave my job." So it's kind of one of those things where, well, I gotta respect that. That's what she built her career at. So, and I wasn't even at the pit of mine at that point. So I mean, I get it. That's one way of doing it, but I don't see how, unless you're making six figures, I don't see how people living at
I
all
don't
by
know how
themselves.
either. And it ain't like back in the Oregon Trail days where you can just get on your horse and gallop away from your family
And
just
barter.
You
Tradesmen.
can't do that.
And the little message pop up and said he died from scabies.
You can't do that. You know what I mean? They don't know if you're dead or not. You just galloped away from your whole family and went somewhere else and started a new one.
Your family died from monks.
You got our mascot, Ralph?
No,
fuck,
we
I
don't
know.
need that. Not today.
Oh, okay.
That's a dope shirt, Mark. Those are Bob's Burgers.
Oh, I hope he woke up and flew out the window.
If he stops by your house, tell him you got to come back, okay?
That ain't gonna stop by.
He need to bring back Baki. Bring Baki there, and then we'll find his music.
I swear to God, bro.
And he can kick the meteor. Hiya!
If I ever get word Ralph Commandant Baki is about to be around like a whole sale, like he gonna have a glass sale.
Listen, that's not gonna stop me, man.
Bro. No,
it's not gonna stop me.
All right, so we do have the poll up for this topic, and the question is, what do you guys think about these millennial trends? 22% said pretty stupid. The other 22% says I can somewhat rock with it, and 56% said I miss the old days.
Yeah. Oh God.
But nobody answered. Do not bother me. So apparently it bothers everybody. This whole millennial get out.
I hate to say it, man, and I like I said, I commend all three of you motherfuckers, man. Y'all got kids. Y'all doing the right thing. That's awesome. But I don't know how the fuck I could explain to anybody what's happening. I don't because I don't know, and I'm trying not to offend. Please, God, I'm not trying to offend anybody. But a motherfucker asked me, "What do I identify with?" And I was like, "A human? Like, what the fuck you asked me?" And I didn't mean to like come off on him so aggressively, but he was genuinely trying to figure out what did I identify with, and I didn't. I'm like, I don't know.
He thought you was a Mr. Sheeta.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, proper. But the sad thing is, you have to do this nowadays. Like, this is something you have to do. And I'm looking like, nigga, what else would I identify with? But, I have people around me that's like, she has titties, but he's a she or she a he. And I was lost, like, but
it's
they got
or them.
great breast.
I can't say none of that. I can't say none of that shit in my job. It's not allowed. Otherwise, your ass get fired.
You can't. So for the sake of anybody with kids now, I don't know. The parenting then to now has to be so stressful. It got to be beyond
that shit is not a game, bro. It's
not a game.
Not for the weak of heart,
because if you don't teach them the simplest thing, they will be ridiculed. And it's like we didn't get this back when we was in high school. We didn't have this tool to pass down to our kids now. So I would understand why 50% of people wanted to go back to the old days, because it wasn't so. It's confusing as fuck for me, man. I'm confused.
Yeah. You seem real perplexed. You probably need to.
I am, man, because that was weird. Weird, man. Like, I got a massive penis.
I guess it's. I saw it.
I saw it. I don't even know why he's here.
He identifies as a Kryptonian.
He identifies as a Kryptonian.
Bring it back, Ralph. Bring back the Kryptonian.
No doubt in my mind when he identifies as. No doubt.
What are you? I'm an alien. I'm a real life alien.
All right. He said, I identify as a Kryptonian.
Oh my God.
We getting canceled, bro. That's it.
I identify as a Kryptonian.
Hey man, like, follow, and subscribe, man. I appreciate all y'all that slid through today. I'm sorry, I didn't know Soup was right over here the whole time, bro. He just
was
pulled up
perfect
like, over
timing.
here. You know, I was like, all right, I'll let Mark know.
You had to let him know. Dog. You always try to change pronouns. You had to let him know.
You heard you heard the conversation? He was like, well, people ask me that all the time. I'm a Kryptonian.
But that nigga named Superman. See, that's what I'm saying, man. It's confusing.
It's confusing sometimes.
It's confusing. It's Superman, but identifies as a Kryptonian.
All right, man. Listen, man.
All right, we out.
We out.